Plaintiff, Mina Whitney, has been dating the defendant's son off and on for the past 8 years. Mina admits that after the defendant's son damaged her TV, she went to the defendant's house and poured paint all over his belongings. And she's suing the defendant today for a cable bill. Defendant Lisa Thorne Davis says Mina's relationship with her son has been toxic over the last few years because Mina is dramatic. Lisa claims 1 minute Mina and her son love each other, and the next minute they hate each other. And she insists Mina is suing her for more than she owes.
All right, and ma'am, you're suing your boyfriend's mother for $2,091 for a cable bill?
$291.
Well, okay, I'm trying to give you $2,000. Go ahead. I knew what it was. I knew it was $291, but I said she's had such a pleasant smile. I'm gonna up this to $2,000. $291. Go ahead.
Hey, Judge Mathis, how are you?
All right, fine.
I'm excited to be here. I just want to say that. Okay, but so I know the defendant because I've been dating her son for 8.5 years. Got a crazy on again, off again relationship.
How old are you?
24.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So throughout the past 8 years, I've gotten to know her really well. One thing that I do know is that she loves her hair done. Looks amazing. And I know how to do hair. So sometimes she asks me to do her hair. And no disrespect to you, or no offense to her, but she has a very large head. And doing her hair, sometimes, it's hard getting through that stuff. Take me a long time.
Now, why are you gonna do that?
She broke many of combs from doing her hair, But on a more personal
We'll
note,
let her talk, because your hair looks so nice today. So she ain't doing it. We'll let her talk. Go ahead.
on a more personal note, and I had a miscarriage August of 2013. And me and her son, we was going through a real rough time. That was my first child, his first child.
Was she there
my
for
first
you?
grandchild. No, actually, we had a big argument, him and I, and he broke my television. So I went to her house and I poured paint on all of his things. Unfortunately, her youngest son's stuff was mixed up in there. And she called me up and she was like, well, you poured paint on my youngest son's clothes. It was like no sympathy about the fact that I just had a miscarriage 12 hours before.
Your miscarriage?
Exactly. She just was like, you need to pay me back for the clothes. And I did so.
Maybe it was because you lost focus of the miscarriage and placed your focus on anger against the son and anger against her and destroyed her house. Why did you go into an argument about what with your boyfriend?
Honestly, Judge, I don't even remember what we were arguing about.
Saying? You went into some nonsense at a time that you say you were mourning.
Right.
Let's not make her seem like she's such a bad person. You're trying to make up stuff on her. Trying to talk about it. You must not be. You must be all right. Step godmother-in-law, whatever you might want to refer to.
No. I just
common law mother-in-law. You must be all right because she can't find nothing to say about you. I called over there and she got mad because I poured paint on her clothes. So she's horrible.
True.
Let me hear from you. Give me some background.
Okay, like Mina said, I met her through my son. Their relationship over the last few years has been toxic, up and down. 1 minute, it's like a soap opera. 1 minute, I love you, I hate you, I need you, I want you, I don't want to be with you. It's just too much.
How long has that been going on?
Since they've been together.
Yeah, they couldn't handle those emotions
and
that young.
The situation with the clothes, I wasn't angry about what she did because I've been there. My thing was, you disrespected my house and you took the stuff outside my house, breaking things in front of my door. I don't do drama. And she is dramatic. Yeah. She's like a light switch, off and on. If the wind blows, that's whatever way her attitude is. North, south, east, and west. It's just too much. And I love my son. And she needs to allow him to grow and to be the person that he is and accept him for who he is and allow him to grow on his own.
Does he work?
Yes, he do work.
All right. He's not here today.
Yeah, so.
And we got to talk about the cable bill she's suing you for. She couldn't have been that bad. She put her name on his mama stuff.
At her request.
Oh, okay. She wanted you to get a cable
My son was going to get the cable in his name. She was there. I talked to them while I was at work, and she said, Miss Lisa, let me do it because I'm trying to build up my credit.
Oh, okay.
And she did. The cable was on for like almost 10 years before it got cut off. I lost my job. And she knew that.
That didn't build her credit very well. Why are you suing her?
Okay. Your Honor, in January of 2010, that was the original date of which I put the bill in my name. Correction, I did not ask her to put the bill inside of my name in January of 2010. She asked me.
Really?
And her son said that he wasn't going to put the cable bill inside her name, and I should have listened to him when he told me not to do it because he said something like this might happen. Anyway, fast forward to November 2014. I received a collection notice saying, Mina Whitney, you owe $491 at her address. And I'm like, wait, what is this? Like, what is this about? I'll be honest, when I called her, I was heated. I was upset. I was in the process of purchasing my first home.
She was on her way to the paint store.
That's right. Doing her thing.
I was heated. I was in the process of purchasing my first home. And I call her, I'm like, Mom, what is going on? Like, why are these collection people calling me, telling me that you owe this money? And she's like, oh, I've been having a rough spot, and I'm gonna get that paid for you. I'm gonna get it paid. How much was it? I said, I paid $491. I put it on my credit card. She said, okay, I'm gonna give it to you next week. So that was November 28th. So December 15th, hey, the credit card bill due soon. Are you gonna pay? And she's like, oh, I can't afford to give it all to you right now. I can give you $100. I accept $100 when you go ahead and rest. I'll have it January the 3rd. I contact her on the 2nd. Hey, you got the rest of the money? I don't get my money on the 3rd. No, Miss Lisa, you told me that you were getting the money on the 3rd.
Have you gotten any more?
No.
Ma'am, let me hear from you.
I gave her $200. The bill was only $274. Before the cable got cut off, I called her and I said, Mina, my disability didn't come yet. And I asked her if I can borrow the $274 so the cable don't get cut off. She said she didn't have it. I understood that. And I knew what kind of financial situation she was in. That's why I didn't push the issue. The cable got cut off, and before I could even cash my check.
Why was it cut off?
Because I got behind, I lost my job. And before it can get cut off, 3 days after it got cut off, the cable company was at my door and took the boxes. What am I supposed to do? Tell them no? No, I gave them the boxes. I felt bad, and I agreed to pay the money that she paid. I should not have agreed because I didn't ask for proof, but I know that when I talked to them, they said $274. I gave her $200. I owe her $74.
Did you ever show her the bill?
I have a statement that I paid on my credit
Did you
card.
ever show her the bill? Her contention today is she paid what she was told she owes. She said she was told that she only owed $274. When was that?
This was in October. The beginning of October.
Of 14?
2014, yes.
All right. You paid her the money or
I paid her
cable?
$200.
Okay. All right. In October.
Yes.
All right. And you say she didn't. Any evidence anybody have?
She has never said anything about $274. You have never
You
said
have any
nothing
evidence?
to me. This is
Let me
my
see the bill.
statement right here.
What statement?
That's my Wells Fargo statement from my credit card stating that I paid $491.57 to Southwest Collections because
How do we know the Southwest Collection is the collection agency for the cable bill?
Yeah, that is the company that Comcast used. I called them and asked them, was I able to do that? And they told me that it was.
You don't have the collections notice
No.
that was listed?
No, I found out via telephone.
You know anything about Southwest, ma'am?
No.
Southwest Credit
And she should, before she
System?
ran and paid it with her hype self, because this is how she is, dramatic, she should have said, Miss Lisa, Mom, whatever, how much are they saying you owe? She ran and paid it, and I agree because I felt bad that the cable got cut off.
Your Honor, I received a phone call on November the 28th, 2014 for the collection. The service was off since October. Why don't you ask the defendant why she didn't tell me from October to November that she hadn't paid a bill when she knew that I was in the process of purchasing my first home as a 23-year-old?
I just need more evidence of when it was paid. And you say you gave her money in October.
Yeah, and I paid it on November the 28th, and I was gung-ho because it was a debt collection agency. Comcast wasn't coming to me saying, oh, here, you didn't pay this, because
Ma'am, the
everything was
only
at
issue
yours.
is whether she paid it all. She said she paid you off everything she owed you in October.
I owe her $74.
You owe 74. Now, why would she just choose 74 as the balance as opposed to the 274?
Your Honor, when you have cable, I'm sure you know, her bill was $206 per month. She had a balance inside of the hole. Comcast does
I'm
not
sorry,
turn off
ma'am,
your
you haven't
cable.
presented me with enough evidence. She says that she has paid, and you haven't shown me the collections notice from the place to show when and how much was owed. You haven't shown me any evidence other than you paid some bill with your credit card. I don't know what bill this is. She admits that she owes 74. You have the burden of proving it, ma'am, and you haven't given me the evidence to prove it. So I'm going to have to grant the amount you agree you owe, $74. That's your judgment. Have a good day.
Thank you. I don't want nothing else to do with her.
Well,
You'll need me again,
My
trust.
relationship with her is done. I don't care to have a relationship with her. My importance is a relationship with my son.
Which you don't have because you put him out in the rain.
Yeah, I put him out because I don't tolerate the stuff that you tolerate.
Right. But yet you love your son, but you put him out in the rain.
Well, what do that have to do with me and you?
What do it have to do with me and you? It has nothing to do with me and you. But if you know that you owe $400, miss, you need to pay it.
Minor.
Minor
First of
nothing.
all, my bill was
Bye.
$193.
Thank you. Thank you very much.